it's Notre Dame. I think that's a big deal. I mean, I think there's no doubt in my mind that it's one of the most powerful brands in all of football internationally, and certainly in college football, it is the most powerful brand. And to associate with that, and to get to work towards our ultimate goal, which is pretty clear what we're trying to get done, and I think that was a great opportunity.
I went out and had a mind towards hiring the very best in the country, and as I went through a number of different candidates, Mike Sanford was clearly the best candidate for the job. I didn't think there was a peer to him. It was then about being aggressive and going out and recruiting him to Notre Dame. So I feel very fortunate that we're able to get him to leave his alma mater at Boise State as the offensive coordinator and bring him here to Notre Dame.
You know, anytime you're in a football environment, I mean, we put a lot of time into this deal and kind of pour your entire family into this deal. And I think when you're around people that you feel like you're getting better as a result of being around those people, I did a lot of background from talking to people who'd worked with Coach Kelly and just unbelievable things that I heard back about him as a head coach. And I think his experience speaks for itself. This will be the first time I've worked for a head coach that's been doing it for a long time, for more than a couple years. So 20 plus years of being a head coach, and to learn under that, I think that's obviously a great opportunity. The offensive staff, had a chance to find out quite a bit from people I'd worked with that had worked with Mike Denbrock and had worked with Harry Hiestand, had worked with Scott Booker, and those guys obviously are very important because that's the room that we're putting together the plan, as a collective effort, alongside with Coach Kelly.
Well, I think it starts with Mike Denbrock. Mike is really we have to move him into a position where he oversees the entire offense as the associate head coach for offense. Now it starts with not having any egos and understanding that the best ideas win. So I think putting that in perspective is how you get that kind of staff camaraderie. So it starts with Mike and Scott Booker and Harry Hiestand. Everybody is in that room wanting to get to the same result, and that is to put together the best offensive staff in the country.
Having recruited nationally, I think that's a big deal, is to be, an academic national recruiting-based operation. I think that's, I enjoy that. I enjoy the kinds of young men that you sit in their living rooms and the families that you're around. These are the cream of the crop. These are the best of the best, both athletically as football players and scholastically and what they do in the classroom. And I think that right there, that piece, I love being around that.
That obviously helps in the recruiting efforts. Being on the West Coast is a natural fit as well. Matt LaFleur had that area. So, it really is a seamless transition where, Mike not only fits what we're looking for from an offensive standpoint, but he brings in a background at Stanford that fits the profile of the student athlete that we're looking to recruit, and then a geographical fit as well.
The key to any championship caliber football team that you see, as it pertains to offensive football, is that the ability to run the football. I think we've Coach Hiestand, Coach Kelly, and Coach Denbrock have done a great job of putting together a very deep group of offensive linemen, 5 of which from the bowl game are returning. But they're backed up by guys that are going to make it extremely competitive for the next couple years, and that's exciting. There's also some tailbacks that you get really excited about that are already in the program and that run very tough between the tackles and that are physical runners. I think that the ability to run the football, and Coach Hiestand is one of the best offensive line coaches in any level of football, and I've already had a chance to kind of be exposed to that, and certainly his reputation precedes himself. But I think that run game portion is going to be critical for us to win a championship.
I think it really goes back to his ability to communicate and teach the game. He's got a great understanding of it. And then again, he shares a similar philosophy that I do about pushing the ball down the field vertically, but understanding about the balance that's necessary to win football games.
You also know what's been recruited here as well, and I had a chance to evaluate pretty much all those quarterbacks in some way, shape, or form over the last 3 or 4 years. And I'll tell you what, those are the kind of guys that you're looking for. And Coach Kelly, Coach Denbrock, and the preceding offensive, quarterback coaches and offensive coordinators that have been here did a great job putting that group together. And I really look for an opportunity to hopefully develop those guys and let those guys know that we got to take that next step as a group. First and foremost, I'm here to do is to coach the quarterback position. That's a great challenge, but it's a fun challenge. It's a very talented room, a lot of upside in that room, and it's only going to continue to get better and better as we push those guys.